Hey guys, Aquadoxy here. So today it's going to kind of be like a review video of the Misfit Shine. And this was actually a request. The Misfit Shine is an activity tracker. And here's the story behind this. I have been a dedicated, loyal Fitbit user, and I'm sure lots of you have heard about what a Fitbit is. For several years. I started off with the original Fitbit when it first came out. I upgraded to the One, and when my Fitbit started having issues with, like this one for example, you can see the casing where you set the Fitbit in actually has like torn, and the one before that, the Fitbit itself broke, which is why I upgraded to the One. I was in search of a new tracker, and that's when I came across one of those little Facebook ad things for this Misfit Shine, this new product that still was in beta testing, I guess. And the more I started reading on it, I thought, this is exactly what I was looking for. One of the problems I had with the Fitbit is that I wore it all the time, which is what you're supposed to do. But the problem is you couldn't wear it in the water. And so living in Florida, if you go to the beach, I was like, I can't count the steps from walking on the beach because I don't want to have to keep taking this thing on and off if I wanted to go in the water because it's not waterproof. I would take it off when I go in the shower, and then I'd forget to put it back on. I'd do all this walking, and then I'd go look down and be like, where's my Fitbit? Realizing it's still sitting on my bathroom counter. And the Misfit Shine is waterproof, and in fact, you can use it for swimming. That's one of the activities. So, besides the fact they sell it online, they have it at Best Buy, and I thought, what the heck, I'm going to go ahead and try this out. I like the fact that it's waterproof, and the other thing that sold me on it is that there's different ways to wearing it. With the Fitbit, you kind of had the clasp, for the Fitbit One, this clasp looking thing, so you had to hook it onto like your waistband, or I used to clip mine onto the center of my bra, and that was it. If you wear a nice dress because you're going out somewhere, you're on a date, you're strolling to town on a wine walk or something, you can't really put it here because it makes the dress look funny, and you obviously don't have a waistband if you're wearing a dress, so it was really hard on how am I going to wear my Fitbit with different things. It was a mess. The Misfit Shine has all these different accessories, all these different ways that you can wear it. When you purchase, like I purchased my Misfit Shine at Best Buy. I went there originally because there was two specialty colors, champagne and topaz, which is like a blue color. I was after the blue one, and they only sold those at Best Buy. So went to Best Buy. All they had was the black, and I said, you know what, I want this like now. So I just got it anyways. The one they sell at Best Buy comes with the clasp and the tracker itself. And this is what the clasp looks like. It's this funny little rubber piece. You can see that there. It's kind of hard to see. But it's magnetic. So you would have your Misfit Shine stretched and held into place here, and then it would just clip. So you could clip that like onto your like your shoelaces, or you could, I used to just, kind of clip it like that. It was magnetic, so it held together. Really strong magnet, too, I may add. Lots of different, I saw people joking around. They were like clipping it onto their ears, and it held. They must have had really thin earlobes. I don't know, but it was funny. Really strong, and it was good. But again, I felt limited with this, and I was really after the necklace. And this would be like if I was going out and I wanted to wear my Misfit Shine, but I didn't want it to, to be obvious what it was. And so here's what the necklace itself looks like. This silver part that's in here is really shiny. I really like it. So, in here is the sports band. And this is what I've been using a lot when I'm going walking. You wear the sports band when you're sleeping because it does track your sleep. Pops right out. That's the actual tracker itself. And then you can just pop it into place so you hear a little snap. And that's what it would look like as a necklace. The other accessory they have is they have a leather band. You can kind of see here. It has either a tan band or you can get black, and it has like different which accessory you would use. For like just walking, you could use the clasp, the sports band, any of the accessories. If you do bicycling, they recommend the clasp. If you're doing swimming, they recommend the sports band. It looks like soccer or something. They recommend all of them. There's a little guy in a business suit, which I assume is like, if you need to dress it up more. They highly recommend the leather band or the necklace. And then for sleeping, they recommend either one of the wrist accessories, the leather band or the sports band. So those were these accessories. That was one of the things that really sold me on this, because I had all these different ways I could wear it, and that it really excited me because, I could wear this just because it looks cool. It's like a real modern piece of jewelry. Or I could do the sports band. It just looks like a really modern watch, and it actually does work as a clock or a watch as well. Now comes the things I dislike about this particular product. Oh, you can see how it's flashing. Did you see that there? That's just showing I made my goal as far as my walk, and what it's showing right now, that was the time. That's what I have a problem with. It's not really easy to read. You have to you tap, and that's when it shows you your status, and that right there is the clock. So you kind of have to make sure you put it in just right, so that let me turn it on again. That the brightest is like the 12 o'clock, so you have to make sure you get it just right, and I cannot tell the time on a regular watch, let alone this thing. So I'd never use it as a watch. It would be really cool if they had some way of making it a little bit easier to read, like a different color light that indicated what is the actual numbers, and the flashing one's supposed to be the minutes. Let me do it one more time. So you see that flashing light right there? That's supposed to indicate what time it is. It's 4:39. So it's supposed to get somewhere in that general area. Not really accurate as far as to the minute. And I have a really hard time reading it. As far as checking your statuses on how you're doing with your walking goals, as you can see, that indicates that you've met your goal when you see the little spin around thing. And it kind of goes there's 12 different lights. Say you're a quarter of way to your goal, a quarter of those lights around the face of the shine will be lit. So that part's easy to read. So the other thing I disliked about this product is it is a pain in the butt to try to change the battery. Fortunately, the battery has a really, really, really long lifespan. But in order to open, when I first bought the Misfit Shine and I had to put the battery in, you have this funky little coin tool with this weird pointed edge, and you're supposed to pry in between the layers of your shine to put the battery in. That was difficult, and I was certain I was going to scratch it up or break it or do something. I was so nervous. Took me forever, but I finally got it in, and then I put the battery in upside down wrong several times, and then I couldn't figure out why it's not working. But anyways, long story short, that I fixed it. But that is the directions were pretty clear, but it is just really difficult to get into it. And I guess that's a good thing because you don't have to worry about the battery coming out. But it's really hard. I could see a lot of people having some problems trying to get that thing open. The other thing I dislike is this necklace. I like the necklace. I dislike the length. It would be really nice. I mean, I don't ever wear necklaces this long, and I don't really know a lot of people who wear their necklaces this long. It would be nice if it was adjustable. I mean, we're all different body shapes and sizes, so and preferences on how we wear our necklaces. So some women might like to wear it long like this. Some guys, I mean, it's pretty unisex design, might like wearing it long. It would have been, I would have much rather it be let's see if I can just hold it in place. If it was more that length. instead of like down my shirt. So that is the only thing I dislike about this, is that it's not adjustable. So I would really like to see them do an improvement on the necklace. And also it would be nicer if they used a better material. Right now this is kind of like, it reminds me of like those rubber bracelets. Not rubber band bracelets, but just like a rubbery plastic, which is what this is. And it would be really nice to see if they could do something like a chain that somehow this fit into. So if you really wanted to make it look a little bit more dressy, that you could do that. Because right now this just reminds me of like, I don't know, those bracelets, cheap bracelets. So I'd like to see improvements on the design of the necklace, or more options for the necklace. The wristband and the sports band, the only thing I don't have is the leather band. So I can't really give any opinions on the leather band. I'm hoping that I will eventually get the leather band maybe. But I'm happy with the sports band right now. It's, again, like a really rubbery type plastic, real flexible. And the clasp, I haven't had any problems. I've read reviews where people saying they had problems with their shine popping out of this particular thing, but mine is actually kind of a pain in the butt to get out, so I don't think they're pushing it in all the way. I could be wrong. Maybe they just have something that's really stretched out. I don't know, but I like the sports band. I like the necklace for the most part. The clasp is okay. It's not the greatest, but it's just, you know, like your basic comes with it. Now for prices. If you order, I mean, I guess I should tell you the shine itself. It comes in 4 different colors. I bought what's called Jet, which is just the black. They have a gray. They have Topaz, which is like a blue color, and then they have Champagne, which is like a champagne, like it's like a goldenish beige color. If you order online, you will get the tracker, the shine tracker itself, the clasp, and the sports band, and that's $119.95. Now, when I bought my shine from Best Buy, it's just the clasp and the tracker itself, and it was like $90. It was like $89.95, something like that. So the better deal probably would be online, because the necklace is like, I think it was like 40 something, and then the sports band was another 20. So yeah, I think that was the prices then. But I am seeing now that they do have the Topaz and the Champagne. Those were the 2 colors you could only get at Best Buy. They're now available on the website. So all 4 colors you can purchase online. I did write down that the leather bands are $49.95, so that's the price on those. Now, with the Tracker's nice. You can use it to walk, cycle, swim, sleep. I love tracking my sleep patterns. You just put it in. Excuse me. If you're going to go to sleep, you would just, instead of tapping it twice, which would be like if you're checking your stats, you tap it 3 times, and it puts it into like a mode, which I set mine for sleep. Some people can set it for swimming if that's what you're about to do or whatnot. And yeah, you can set goals on the app. Let me show you the app. Now, the app has had a few problems recently. With each update, they fix things. So, like, here is what, let's see if I can somehow get it to read. So much light on the screen. There we go. It's blurry, but you can kind of make out. This is today. It shows I have 9,558 steps. I burned 1,642 calories, and that's equivalent to 3.3 miles. It shows my little circle is all the way full. Like if I go, and that's my points. It goes by points. Out of 1,000, I've got 1,066. But like, which day? This day, I see how my circle isn't all the way complete. I didn't meet my goal that day, but I have consistently met my goal for the last 3 days in a row. the problem they were having with the the app, and here it is right here. This is where you see that purple box right there and the gray one next to it. That's supposed to be telling me what time I went to sleep, so it kind of duplicated. But then it tells you, you know, you're really active, it has little goals that you've set. I'm hoping they're going to fix that. They said they would with the next update, but I just did the update today, and that didn't fix it. So hopefully tomorrow it will be fixed. But then, like, woo, you can add friends, and you can kind of see where you stand with your friends. Like, I'm in second. I only have 2 other friends. And then it has, like, a list of everybody who's using it, how they stand. Syncing it is really cool. Like, you can actually put your Shine right on top of the app itself, and you just tap it, and it has, like, these little, looks like waves, and it syncs. It's, like, with Bluetooth, but anyways, I really, really like it. So much better than the Fitbit, even though I was, like, completely obsessed with the Fitbit. I just like the different options. I kind of like the way it works a little bit better. I like seeing, instead of constantly looking at my steps, which can be so hard. You know, you figure 10,000 steps is your goal. If you've got 4,000 left or whatever, trying to do the math, figure how many more steps you need to meet your goal can be sometimes difficult. It's a lot easier when they show it by points. You're like, oh, I need 1,000 points and I'm at 800, so I know whatever. But yeah, I recommend it. It's definitely, that's attractive. You know what? Don't do that on camera. Yeah, I really like it. I highly recommend it. I'm hoping to maybe even get my husband to get a Shine so that we can do this together. I'm happy with it. So, if you want to order one, it's www.misfitwearables.com. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry this dragged on so long. It wasn't really planned out as much as I'd like, but I wanted to go ahead and cover all those bases. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.